This episode on Sailing Popao.
We just saw lightning. Yeah, tropical Queensland, love it!
This is bizarre. Michelle's got a bird on her head and then we're trying to anchor and there's a naked dude just come out of the bush. It's like putting a block of old cheddar up between someone's butt cheeks and giving 40 swings of the dick that away.
After a very strange welcome ashore, we find ourselves in paradise.
Just weaving our way into Hope Island. Look at that backdrop. That is pretty specky.
I think that's the northern end of the Daintree.
We have quite the cloud formation on the horizon as well.
That is a huge storm cell.
Don't know where it's going. Hopefully it's not coming this way, but
At least we've got the island between us and it.
A spot. Snalakai, Narukai.
We'd stopped here for the night and were eager to go for an Arvo spear, but things don't always go as planned. After a quick walk around the island, we noticed the huge clouds that had been building on the horizon all day. We jumped in our tenders and made our way back to our homes before the huge deluge came down.
well, we are off. Island hopping our way down to Port Douglas. Excuse my croaky voice, we did not sleep very well last night. Got flogged by another storm out here. We actually had a friend that we know, we run into in the most random of places. And that's their little boat there. It was copping an absolute flogging last night. We were watching it rock around like crazy, but waterline stayed good, so bilge pump was obviously working. But we've just woken up to the most amazing view. Check this out. Pretty specky. It's so clear in the morning. And we were on one of the public moorings last night. And the first time ever, this actually slipped under the cleat. We always have it safety tied off up there, but yeah, the reason it's under that cleat is because the rope's so huge, it just doesn't fit on our cleat. So we take a turn and it actually wedges so tightly under that. We can only just get it under and then we tie it off there, but it actually slipped, which was good because we came up like between squalls to loosen it off, so we had that rope to like stretch out and take a bit of the shock. But yeah.
Wild place.
Have you got the charts there, the satellite image? It's one night I'm very glad for the Queensland government that provides those ridiculously huge moorings. I reckon Alakai might have slept in again.
I reckon. Oh, they're up. Morning. Oh, I slept better.
Oh, yeah.
That was wild.
Well, we made it in time back to the boat at least.
Oh, just there.
Yeah.
It turned south southerly for a while.
Yeah.
Oh well, we'll head over there now and then get it over with, eh?
So we're just pulling into Cedar Bay.
Look at this spot.
Definitely one of the prettiest spots I've been to. So the story about this spot is it used to be a hippie commune back in the 70s. We're here because apparently, because of the old hippie commune, there's all these old mango trees and there's heaps of coconuts and herbs and whatever, we'll see. But yeah, we don't really know what's here, but we're gonna go check it out and see if we can get some fresh produce and just have a bit of a look around. Apparently there's some remnants from it. Don't know what to expect, but it's a pretty good spot to stop. So absolutely no complaints from us. I think we're just going to stop here this morning before we start making miles down towards Port Douglas. We've got a bit of a blow coming in tomorrow afternoon, so we might overnight in the Daintree River tonight. We're going to wait and see what it looks like when we drive past. We've had a lot of rain the last few days, so not sure if it's going to affect the river or, you know, if there's going to be trees coming out and that sort of thing. So we'll just have a little look and then we will keep going to Port Douglas eventually. Look at this little pointy bit on that mountain. It's like really, really pointy. I'll get a shot of it. Pulling into the Daintree, we've come to this beach that used to be an ex-hippy commune, and it's got a lot of history. It actually was raided by the police back in the 70s, and they absolutely burnt the place to the ground with people's belongings and everything. Like they just lost everything. They weren't hurting anyone, they were just sitting out here minding their own business, but the police suspected there was a drug dealer hiding here. I think they only found, like, you know, 3 small bags of weed, which was probably what they'd grown here for themselves. But yeah, it's a really interesting story. We'll link up below. I just want to point out now how high the cliffs are the entire way around this beach. So the police actually walked in to do the raid. I think it's a 3-day hike. So you can imagine how grueling that walk would have been for the police officers. And apparently when they got there, they weren't in very good shape. They were severely dehydrated, which is probably why they burnt the place to the ground out of frustration. But yeah, what a spot. I'd probably join a hippie commune too if it was here.
And I was taking a picture of Pete, and then come and let go.
I didn't even notice.
I went to all that trouble with my hat, you never noticed?
She's had a boat bird for a few days and it's ended up on her hat somehow.
Whoa, what's that? Big turtle in the water.
What's going on, Michael? Because I can't film him.
This is bizarre. Rochelle's got a bird on her head and then we're trying to anchor and there's a naked dude just come out of the bush. He's
full frontal.
Around. Yeah.
He's probably trying to scare us off.
That's
He's
hilarious.
got a very good tan.
Yeah.
No tan lines.
Big dick too.
Oh, I wish I could share that with you. That was
bird on his shoulder.
hilarious. I don't know what that guy was saying, but you think you're in these most remote places and this guy walks out as casual as and gives us a big wave in the complete nude.
The birds jump ship. These guys are way younger, they're much more my age.
I'd happily swim here.
I brought my swimmers.
If we swim in numbers, it's okay.
Yeah. I'd only be worried about stingers.
Looks like a handbag.
But the little, the most
What about a little handbag?
A Gucci.
Alright, well you can walk us in, Michael. There's no point in all of us getting stung.
What's the tide doing?
who's gonna get it when we come back?
This would have been heaps better to be at last night.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Right, I'm ready to sell the boat and just come and build a commune.
Yeah, you can see the paw prints in there. See, they're a bit more defined. I think it's just been rained on. Look at that. Those are the ones that they get washed up in the Pacific. Yeah, that's the one.
We met the guy.
We met what's his name?
Met the naked bloke.
He was walking up the beach like he was a bodybuilder. Like a security guard on a mission. And I was like, uh-oh.
Rambo.
He was like super nice and super naked too.
I tell you what, we're going out on the limb here when we talk about him naked. Took a bit.
Oh dear.
And then he fed us his cheese fruit, which was definitely an acquired taste.
What was your description of it?
It's like putting a block of old cheddar up between someone's butt cheeks and eating it. It was definitely not my thing. I reckon the people that eat that would love durian as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't want to film him because I hadn't asked him if I could film him, and then he was in the nude, so he said, I'll take you down to the river where the croc is. And then he took us to the start of the track and said, it's 20 minutes that way, see you later. I said he doesn't have a watch, so who knows, it could be like an hour.
40 swings of the dick. That away.
40.
350 dick swings that way.
I thought he walked a bit with his legs open so his balls didn't stick to his leg. Oh, what it's called.
Spooky spot.
Yeah, if we haven't met that dude, we never would have known this was here. So, pretty awesome. Little secret creek.
So nice.
A little bamboo, awesome bamboo forest up the end there. Just magic.
And these umbrella
trees.
trees, ferns? Palms, umbrella palms. Yeah. So nice.
That's got the green stripes on it.
Crazy root system.
Cedar Bay Bill's gravesite. The main dude that used to live here on his own, and then everyone used to come here and
Start the commune.
start the commune.
Pretty good resting spot, that's for sure. So the local guy just told us about the crocs that cruise in, what was it, 2 foot of water?
At night.
And Pete's up to his chest at the moment. You better move quicker than that. What's she doing?
Michelle's looking at us.
Save yourself, just wait for him. Oh, you're dawdling, mate.
Did you see Matt run across?
Yeah, I've been walking water too. So yeah, that was an absolutely beautiful beach. We found a couple of fruit trees, but I don't know what the fruit are called. I'll find the name and put them below. It's horrible tasting. We had a local guy who was down for the weekend visiting, showed us around, sent us on that awesome walk. That was a really fun morning, and we've just rushed back to the boat and we're rushing off. We pull the anchor up, we're getting out of here as quick as we can to use this wind to get further south. We're going to go to Snapper Rocks is our goal at this stage. We were going to go into the Daintree, but I think the tides are wrong, but we'll have a look. We might just run up in our tender from the anchorage at Snapper Rocks. Seriously squally conditions. We're going to go put the sails up. We just started motoring because we were still eating lunch when we did the calculations and realised we needed to get out of there as soon as possible. Okay, so we have decided to let that squall pass in front of us. That is one intense looking rain squall. The amount of water coming out of it is insane. How good's that? So we've been using the radar for tracking squalls. That is amazing. So it looks really close, but it's actually, how many miles?
5.3 miles away.
5 miles. So that's like an hour, over an hour away at this speed. So we should just
keep going.
Keep going. So we're just coming around Cape Tribulation, which is that point just there. And it was named by Captain Cook because it's where all their troubles began. This is just...
It's not where our troubles begin.
Yeah, I know, right? We just saw lightning. Yeah, we just saw a huge...
Right there.
Oh, did you hear that? Big rumble. Become a bit of a motorboat the last few weeks, haven't we?
Yeah, there's no wind.
It's all or nothing. It's been like stormy squalls or just motoring. Pretty specky. We've got the pole there ready to go, but the wind dropped out again, so... Yeah, you can feel it picking up. How cool is the air? It's on the list, replacing these crazed portholes. We were meant to do it in Cairns, but I got COVID. But if you look, if you get up close enough, you can see through. You can see through the cracks. It's gonna be so nice when we swap those out, because every now and then we're just passing rocks. Just have to have a quick little sneaky peek. Oops. Out there to make sure we're not going to get it hit, otherwise we're going to go out there and it's really wet. Michael's cooking up a storm. Are you making spring rolls?
Kinda.
What?
Just winging it.
What are you going to put them in, those duck pancakes?
Rice paper rolls.
Ooh, yum, this is different. Daintree today. Oh, I need my sunnies. We're planning to explore the Daintree and go to Snapper Island on a treasure hunt. So we checked the forecast this morning because we noticed it was blowing southerly, and it's actually started puffing a little bit earlier, so the forecast has been updated and said it's coming through today. Not the strong stuff, but it's just the wind shifted a bit earlier than expected, so we're rushing back to port. We're only 2 hours away, because otherwise if we get stuck here when the front comes through, it wouldn't be nice, because it's meant to be like 30-40 knots over the next few days. So bit of a shame we missed the Daintree and Snapper Island, but we've had such a good trip. Honestly, like, yeah, whatever, we just have to call it quits whenever the weather says so. And yeah, we're going to head back into port now, do a reprovision, get some more fuel, and we will try to cook up for you.
Well, that was a pretty average little sail, but we've made it to beautiful Port Douglas. It is calm as a tack, flat as a tack, as one might say. And as always, I can smell the French fries.
Next episode on Sailing Popao.
What I'm doing with our satellite images. I'm just going to download that whole image. Gosh, look how clear the water is! Yes! Dogs dive with sharks, horrified of small crabs.
I think everybody's horrified of small crabs.
Oh, there's massive fish under it. Wow, look at that! Shocking conditions out here. Rough, dirty, no fish. And the coral is all dead.
A huge thanks to our current patrons for your ongoing support. And if you'd like to grab some merch, check out our link on screen or head to sailingpopao.com.au. Cheers.